The centre has cautioned the UP government against any move to withdraw cases against terror suspects, saying that even an iota of evidence against terrorists would set a bad precedent. The remarks by the Minister of State for Home have come at a time when Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav's government is reviewing cases against 15 terror suspects, drawing strong criticism from the Allahabad High Court just a few days ago.
"15 men accused of being involved in terror attacks in Uttar Pradesh, which killed 43 people, could soon walk free." As promised in their poll manifesto, the Akhilesh Yadav government has begun reviewing cases against them. In its manifesto, the Samajwadi Party has said it will look at alleged false cases. Now the Home Department has written to district officials of Varanasi, Rampur, Barabanki, Faizabad and Lucknow, asking them whether cases against these 15 men can be withdrawn. But the courts are unhappy with the move. The Allahabad High Court observed, "Today you are withdrawing cases against them. Tomorrow will you give them the Padma Bhushan? Will this not encourage terrorists?"
Court has stated that whether the matter is sub judice before this honorable court, how can the state government decided to withdraw the case against the terrorist?
But those defending these men say that most of the cases are weak and based almost entirely on confessions which could have been made under duress. Also that the government is legally entitled to withdraw cases.
सेक्शन 321 CRPC में बहुत क्लियर है कि अगर गवर्नमेंट चाहे तो बगैर किसी कारण के कोई भी मुकदमा वापस ले सकती है। इसमें कोर्ट का और प्रोसिक्यूटिंग ऑफिसर के बीच की बात होगी। अगर कोर्ट कंसेंट देगी तो विड्रा हो जाएगा, नहीं तो नहीं विड्रा होगा।
Despite repeated court notices and attacks by the opposition, the government is yet to explain why it's in a hurry to drop these cases.
आतंकवादियों को भी यह छुड़ाने के लिए पैरवी कर रही है, छोड़ने का काम कर रही है, यानी उत्तर प्रदेश को आतंकवाद के बलि चढ़ाना चाहती है।
The obvious question is, with trials still pending, should the government still use its powers to intervene and drop these cases? And if these cases are eventually withdrawn, will it set a dangerous precedent? In Lucknow with Rajesh Gupta, Anand Zanane for NDTV.
So is Akhilesh Yadav playing politics with terror? That's the question we're asking tonight. Or is this a valid campaign that he's decided to embark upon? We have Mr. Kamal Farooqi, senior member of the Samajwadi Party, with us tonight. Vikas Singh, the former additional solicitor of General of India, is with us as well. Siddharthnath Singh of the BJP joins us on the program tonight. Mr. Farooqi, is this a dangerous game that the UP government is playing? Because as the Allahabad High Court also said, and it's pretty strong observation, that these cases are pending before the court. It should be left for the courts to decide.
Who is asking or who is undermining the courts? It's a court has got a different role to play, and the prosecution has got the different role to play. Now, at one point of time, we are talking about this, that when the matter is sub judice, nobody should get into it. The executive comes into picture when the matter is sub judice only, and they have Akhilesh government has already taken the due course by asking the DMs to get into the whole thing. This is one part of the technicality my brother will be discussing later on. But why nobody is discussing the fate of those people who were arrested, kept there for 15 years, and ultimately they have been found to be innocent?
Sure, but in this case you don't know that.
No.
These are cases pending before court. They're very serious charges. They're charged.
The serious charges were against these guys also. But we saw that for the 15 years, Lajpat Nagar convicts were proved as if they are the hardcore terrorists. Amir, who was there in the Tihar jail for almost 16 valuable years of his life, he was proved to be a terrorist. Ultimately, it was proved that everything was cooked up by police, even for.
But then that went through a judicial process, no matter how unfortunate it was, and came to a conclusion. Are you undermining that judicial process by writing to the DMs?
We are not undermining the judicial process, but at the same time, any government has got any right to, in between the case, to withdraw the whole thing after having the proper inquiry. Why nobody is talking about Varun Gandhi? The same case, the matter was sub judice. We thought about it. No, it was wrong. We withdraw the case. Why you did not talk about Varun Gandhi? Why did not you talk about other people which we have withdrawn the case? We are not saying that everybody should be withdrawn. We want to study each and every case individually on merit. On merit, if it is proved that there are cases when the Muslims youths have been involved, falsely implicated into all these cases. So, is there any government which will take up
your
the issue?
argument is that it will be taken up case by case, and
Obviously,
it's not a blanket.
we are not saying that everybody should be relieved.
Okay, so Siddharth Nath Singh, is there a problem that the BJP has with that? Because he's right. Last week in the Lajpat Nagar blast case, you had 2 people who were on death row and were acquitted by the court because of shoddy evidence. So, you know, they've walked free from death row.
Well, Nidhi, we must be very clear, if anybody walked free is because of the judicial process which was followed, not the government taking lead, and particularly a political party trying to implement their manifesto, which they had said that we will release them. So therefore, it becomes a political battle, and it is what we are seeing in Uttar Pradesh under the Samajwadi Party is the worst kind of political appeasement towards the minorities. And therefore, in that process, they undermine also the judiciary of this country. It's just not, releasing them. What they are also doing at the same time is that the Indian Muslims are being branded as if they are very happy if the terrorists in this country, if they are minorities, if they are released, they are going to be happy. So their appeasement, goes beyond certain constitutional mandate. It goes against the very ethos of secularism in this country, and then they bracket the Indian minorities, particularly the Muslims, as if they are with the terrorists and not with the nation.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app, fully optimized for retina display, full screen view, faster response time, and Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.